Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. We live here at the Miami Pop-Up, and you watching WadeDifferent. It's your boy Mike on the mic.
Njie Sabik.
And it's Luke, No Skywalker. And we got Miss Brandi in the building.
Yes,
already
know.
Iced out, bringing the breeze in.
I know.
It's a little warm in here, but you know, so I'm just trying to cool y'all down a little bit.
Cold. I'm getting,
it was a little deceiving, though. I thought you were coming in here about to rap or do something.
No, this ain't nothing but blessings, man. You know, I got $6 in my account, so you know what I'm saying? $6. No, you want me to show you?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
She might have six, but she looked like 6K.
Nah,
tell her.
She gotta go. What's the
motto?
The motto, shoot, I got $6 always, but the number is 7. It's always 7. This ain't nothing blessings. This is people that believe in my vision. You know what I'm saying? So I wear the ice for them, not for me.
What's your vision?
My vision is what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Being me. And being around like-minded individuals. You know what I'm saying? As a journalist, that's my goal. It's the most highly competitive yet, you know, hard field to be in. And you just got to have the guts to go out and get the truth.
Why journalism?
Because there's so much lies in it. And I want to break that narrative. I want to change the narrative and give people truth. And I want to give artists and up-and-coming musicians and whoever stories just as poetically. You know what I'm saying? So I'm on my, Tupac and Janet Jackson vibes, just writing. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
how hard is your journey?
She's
I know, right? She thinks she's slick.
I see it in you. It's okay. Just know when you drop your first album, be like, "Yo, Mike on the mic."
I'm on like 2 songs of something.
I'm kind of curious. What was the hardships that you have endured so far as a journalist? Especially in, like you said, there's so many lies out there. You want to tell these stories.
Not believing in myself first. The first lie is me. When I lie to myself and tell myself I'm not capable, that means I'm not conscious. And so once I learn to wake up, you know what I'm saying, I cannot tell anybody else's story until I learn me. So self-reflecting, self-love, and you know what I'm saying. Once you find that, it's magical.
How did you find it?
You know what? Cleansing, fasting. Fasting is a wonderful thing. That's why my favorite number is 7, because it took God 6 days to create this earth, and 7 was his rest day. But see, on that 7th day, I don't rest. You know what I'm saying? That's when I go harder and harder, and every no is a yes to me. You know what I'm saying? Even if you say no right now, it's going to be a yes in the back of my head. So I'm going to turn it. You know what I'm saying? Yes. You know what I'm saying?
And where are you from?
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, but I've been in Miami for like 7.5 years. I've been 8 in Eastern. Right. Yeah, I've been there for a minute.
We claim you at this point, 7.5 years.
Yeah, they told me back at home I'm a little sedity, because when it get under 50, I'm in the house. If I'll give me some White Castles, some good Chinese food.
You got White Castle over there?
No, she's talking about here.
Yeah. No, we ain't. We talking about St. Louis, Missouri.
Ain't no White Castles here.
Ain't no White Castles.
She mixing it up when y'all had crystals. That's
there you go. See, it's one of them.
She got blinded. Yeah. She got blinded.
My question is, what university did you attend? Because
I went to SLU University, St. Louis University. I played basketball there, and I tore my ACL, and I was like, you know what? I always wanted to be a writer, so can't nobody else write my truth but me. So I started with me first. I wrote a book at like 17 years old. I would wake up every day, and that's when we had like floppy disk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I had red, yellow, green. You know what I'm saying? And I'm writing floppy disk. So my book was called Behind the Smiles. It was basically written in poetry form about everything that I was enduring, but the way the devil works, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want nobody to know my truth, you know what I'm saying? So the computer crashed and I lost all of it. And so what I found from that L that I took, it just prepared me for the next victory. And the victory is if I can't tell my story, let me tell other people's stories for them, and then my story is gonna come. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna align. So
have you seen yourself getting closer to telling your story?
Yeah. I'm on Love and Hip Hop Season 3 Miami. I never thought that it happened from somebody from St. Louis. Wale music video. I got a phone call. I'm at work. I'm like, work or video. You know what I'm saying? I did that. And I'm doing things that I thought was impossible. So to me, where I'm from, I'm making the impossible look possible. So people that like-minded, people that look like me, when I say look like me, not because they're black, white, yellow, or orange, that's the interior, not the exterior, then they'll see me that it's possible. And I'm writing my story. My story is being written right now. I'm living it. You know what I'm saying?
You inspirational. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you're getting real deep right now. I feel it.
It's intimate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now, something that you said off camera, you said the best. What was it? The best lies are the ones that you.
The best lies are the ones that you ain't never heard. You know what I'm saying?
That you ain't never heard.
That you never heard, and you can. And if it's a lie, so that's like somebody saying, like, if I'm writing about you, and then somebody called it a lie, then I ain't say it was a lie. You did. So you the one that's calling it a lie. That's the truth to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at everything, and I change the narrative every time. I'm gonna change the narrative to, if you feel negative, I'm gonna make the narrative be positive, and you're gonna have no choice but to be positive.
Yeah.
Because when you speak to me, you know, it's going to be light, it's going to be abundance, and it's going to be real. It's going to be raw and uncut and organic. And that's what media is missing. It's so much about tarnishing somebody's image versus lifting them up. So my purpose when God came to me, he said, your job is to change somebody's life one interaction at a time. He didn't tell me how, but now it's coming in masses, and I can explain it. So.
Right, because now I'm just like, okay, what's next for you? Because it's definitely not journalism. You know, I think it's a lot further than that. I think it's, you know, that's what I'm getting.
Like we said, I think you're capable of even much more. Yeah.
Well, technically, listen, what I'm getting from her is that we're all capable of whatever we want.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
She inspired me. I'm about to leave. I'm about to go out the window and go.
No,
I mean, I'm a freestyler though. You know, I can't write it down. You know, you give me a little. I ain't got an instrumental, but you know, okay. I got you on another note.
I
but
go acapella.
You go see. This would be some wilding out edition. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to do that.
That's just 2 bars. You heard that?
That was 2 1. I'm gonna give you a Kit Kat bar, but I don't want to break it. You know what I'm saying?
Take that home with you. Take that home with you.
Nah, but what's next? You know, to be honest with you, I've worked with a lot of dope people like that believe in me. One of them is this. My brother Amari Love, you know, when he called, I come. Like, I shook work to be here, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my bosses, man, for making me money, you know what I'm saying? To making me relevant and keeping me in the loop. They gonna be mad, but, you know, my destiny is not to work a 9 to 5. My 9 to 5 is preparing me for my 6 to 10 and beyond. That's my dreams. And so I worked with Natalie Nicole. I worked with Trina's boyfriend, Raymond Taylor.
Shouts out to Ray.
Shout out to Big Ray, man. That's the big homie right there, man. He is conscious. I'm supposed to do a one-on-one. I'm feeling ill right now. You know what I'm saying? It's the cold.
Under the weather. It's getting a little chilly in Miami.
It's getting a little chilly in Miami. But and then so we're working with her. I worked with Young Swag. I worked with Cameron J. Henderson. He does all the melodies on Instagram. You know, like with the Starkeisha videos, the Baby Mama Challenge. I worked with him. Lynn Spirit. With Trina, now being on Love and Hip Hop, I got an opportunity to work with Bobby Lights. Just so many people. But Natalie Nicole is she was founded by Nick Cannon, and I got I say terrible in the most humblest way. Like, I'm not a PR, I'm just a journalist. I'm nobody. But now I consider myself a multi-hyphenate because anybody that could embrace something that's impossible and make it possible in the way that I did it with the short amount of time is I want you to take this artist that I found and I want you to put on a mini tour in Miami, a city that I'm not from, and have it for free. I want the venues free. I'm not paying for this. She needs somewhere to sleep. And I made all that happen. And now I want her to write and direct my documentary. That's what I want to do, and tell my story. Because now I'm in a position where I feel like I can save a lot of people's lives that look like me. When I say me, now my lifestyle.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know what to say after this. You know what I mean? Because usually, you know, my last question, like to end with, is, you know, what would you say to somebody to inspire them so they don't give up on their dreams? You know,
well, she inspired.
I think this whole interview was inspiring.
You know what I mean?
Recently, I can tell you, just the Mamba mentality is really something that you have to really dig into. I didn't understand it. I wasn't necessarily. He was in my top 5 for sure, but you know, making the impossible possible by taking your L's as your success. Like, if I lose, that's a win for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at it that way. So if I had to motivate anybody, it's to just be okay with being uncomfortable. Learn to accept that it's okay to be uncomfortable, because when you become comfortable, that's when you've achieved every goal. So I set 7 goals a day, and I mean every single day, because out of a 24-hour day, I'm going to hit at least 1. Right. So if I'm doing 7, how many goals you thought I hit? And it's already January 30th. You know what I'm saying? I've hit a lot. And I've done a lot, you know what I'm saying? So just shout out to everybody who believe in, and it is. And if you want to find it anywhere, if you want to read and look up, my Instagram is _ArtofNoise. My website is www.adonistaon.com. And, you know what I'm saying, just tap in and stay tuned. And, you know, we're trying to bridge these generational gaps, close them, and unite. And that's what I'm all about, changing the narrative. So.
Thank you for coming on.
I would say it's a wrap, but I feel like it's the beginning.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah. So stay tuned. I mean, like, my documentary, I'm definitely, you know, working on that. And I'm definitely trying to pitch it to get it to Netflix. You know, I'm trying to do a when they see us, but now they see me. You know what I'm saying? So stay on the lookout for the silent journalist, fear what you don't know.
That's it.
Well, you know, it's way different. We had the mommy pop up and we signing out. It's your boy Mike on the mic.
It's your boy Luke, No Skywalker.
Njie Sabik.
And we got Brandi in the building.
Yeah, I know.
We out of here.